his last semester as president of Azusa Pacific, Jon Wallace led his final annual President's Hike on Saturday, although it was far from what was expected. We got to catch up with Jon as he reflected on how the day unfolded.
As often happens, what we plan for isn't exactly what lands. And so today, being able to walk around campus and talk about the origin of the buildings, or how God worked through both times of real disaster or disappointment to real remarkable successes in His provision, and being able to tell those stories to students was pretty remarkable.
Madeline Kutcher, kinesiology major, helped us better understand what plans changed.
We were supposed to go up to Colby Trail for the President's Hike, but instead, because of the rains and the mudslides, Jon Wallace toured us around campus. And honestly, it was pretty sweet to just hear about his insights in the campus, history, a lot about the buildings, the grounds, what's been done here, and he's been around a while, so he's a wise guy.
Judson Lim, Assistant Director of Campus Recreation, explained to us more about the hike.
It's a tradition we do here with Outdoor Adventures. Jon always goes on these hikes no matter what. Instead of going on a hike, he gave us a tour of the school, and at each location he kind of shared a great memory and fun facts about it. And then we ended the day with Chick-fil-A and a Q&A. And so this is huge for us because Jon loves the students so much that he would join us and do this.
Jon got the chance to tell us about his favorite part of the day.
I love going into the President's dining room and talking about each one of the presidents, and I love talking about the Greek symbols on that book that I hold in mind, because I've never told that story publicly. Today was better than I could have hoped by a large margin, because typically when we're hiking up Colby, you can't have a conversation with everybody, but today we got to have a conversation with everybody at every place we stop, and that was really cool.
During one of those conversations, Jon gave the students some advice.
I think Jon gave a lot of good advice today. I think the best advice he gave was that we learn the most through our failures, right? And so his advice was, don't be afraid to fail. And each time you do, just take something you learn and carry it on with you.
Jon said it best. It was a day far greater than one could have expected. The meaningful conversations that occurred throughout the tour of East Campus left students with a deepened pride for their school and respect for their president. I'm Sarah Sufeld, Zoo News.